CEDDMACK, it's a beautiful thing.
MUSICTECHWORKS. MUSICTECHWORKS.
What's up, good people? CEDDMACK here with MUSICTECHWORKS. So today, I'm probably going to make some singers mad, but after producing music for over 30 years, I've come to a realization. Sometimes you have to say, fuck it. I've spent years waiting on rappers, singers, artist management, companies, the man on the moon. I've spent a long time waiting just to finish projects, okay? So some songs have just been sitting on my hard drive, just sitting there and often for years. And one day I realized I was waiting on other people to finish my vision. So today I want to talk to producers, songwriters, beat makers, and to anybody who's waiting on others to finish your projects. For years I approached music backwards. I thought I need to find an artist, develop the artist, build the artist, help the artist get signed, also help the artist understand the business. And after all that, maybe we can go ahead and release some music. So what's the problem? The problem is that the artist doesn't always want what the producer wants, meaning the artists lose interest, life happens. And before you know it, a song that you believed in is sitting on the hard drive collecting dust. And one day, I've had this DVD documentary of Barry White. I've had it for a while. Just a story about him. It came out. My wife got it for me for my birthday a while ago. And as he was presenting his songs to the record labels after he walked 20 miles in the hot sun, or however long it was to get to the studio after he had got out of jail to pursue his dream, he was playing demos for the record executive. And then what he realized was that he is the artist. And so I started looking at people like Barry White, Roy Ayers, Quincy Jones, George Duke, Nile Rodgers, Jim and Jam and Terry Lewis, who can't sing a lick. These people were not waiting around for people to validate their vision. They were the vision. They used other musicians, other collaborators, mainly other vocalists, to help complete their vision. But the project belonged to the producer. That's when it hit me. I don't have to wait on someone else to become successful before I release my music. I can release my music under my own brand. Keep this in mind, all of my songwriters, producers, and beat makers. The producer is the artist is one of the things that I realized as well. And one of the things that I learned over the years is that the producer hears things differently. So while the artist is hearing a track or nice instrumental, a beat or whatever, I am hearing a finished, complete song. I hear the vocals, I hear the background vocals, the leads, I hear the arrangement of how the song should go from start to finish. I hear the strings, the guitar, whatever kind of elements that I hear the feel. I kind of see ahead of time. It's like, it's kind of hard to explain, but I can kind of think of what the finished tracks will sound like. I can kind of feel it. In other words, the producer often hears the destination long before anyone else does. And that's why it becomes so frustrating when people don't show up to complete the work, waiting on somebody else. Tons of songs sitting. So the hard truth is, this is not an anti-singer video, anything like that, trying to bash any other artists or performers or anybody that I worked with in the past. But let's be honest, sometimes you don't show up. Sometimes you don't return calls. Sometimes they disappear. Sometimes they lose interest. And you know what? That's their right. They can lose interest. It's okay. But it's also my responsibility as the producer, your responsibility as the producer, to not let your vision die just because somebody else didn't show up. So eventually I had to make a decision. And that decision is to finish the music by any means necessary. So there are many options today to getting things done. One of the things I'm going to do for artists or singers who are interested in working together, and hey, I might need your vocal. I'm not doing recording contracts anymore. I'm not running a record label. I'm basically running a song and production company, a music publishing company. Okay, I want to release music, put things out. Never know what can happen. All right, and I'll make it a work for hire basis. So you don't have to show up except for the sing. I might can even just send you the session and have you sing long distance and send me the files. But I don't like doing that too much because I like to be in there. I'm just not a beatmaker. I like to produce the record. I want it to sound, I need to get my point across is what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, we have a lot of options. You know, I'm a songwriter and I do have relationships with people who are connected into artists who are signed, some who are not signed, some who are really great. And they just need to write songs. So as a songwriter, I need to be able to provide a demo. I know plenty of singers who don't write, okay? But that's what I do, but I don't sing, okay? I can't sing a lick. That's okay. So for my demos, is there a problem using AI just to lay the demos down and then give it to the singer and let them finish it off? Because my voice may not translate properly to get the right feel across for the song, especially if it's from a distance and we're not in the same room together. So AI might be an option. And the really good singers that I have dealt with, they can take my talking vocal or whatever and come up with something nice. From here on out, I'm going to be completing music. I'm going to be releasing music by any means necessary. I'm not waiting on anybody. If you spoke to me in the past and we said we're going to do this and we're going to do this or that or that or this, and I don't hear from you, I'm not hunting you down and doing all of that. You know, I actually have a major single that's about to drop, and I had some singers who, I'll sing that lead for you. They never came through. Okay. All right. And one of the songs, well, I'll talk about it because it's coming out next Friday. I'll post it up and you'll see what it is. But I had a couple of singers with a name, especially locally, who was going to sing the song, but they never showed up. So I've been sitting on this song for years, literally. The song is timeless, thank goodness. I didn't have to go back and remake the track or anything like that. But I will be releasing this song by any means necessary. I finally got the singing voices on it that I want. I already had the backgrounds. I just had to get my leads together. But from here on out, I'm not waiting on anybody or anything. Sometimes you got to say, fuck it, and just do it. I have a lot of sync opportunities, okay? I have a lot of placement opportunities. Instead of just giving them a track, I want to be able to give them a complete song, even if it's just a hook. Because many writers do write, they can't write verses, or the hook is just an idea. And, you know, we can build together from there. But I just want to just do projects, you know, from now on. I'm not signing any artists. I'm not doing any of that. It's just too much of a headache, okay? And people, I'm just tired of being let down, okay? If you don't like the music, you don't like it. Don't gaslight me and say, oh yeah, we're going to work together and do this and do that. Okay, I get it. Life happens, you know, but I'm dead serious about this. So I will be producing and writing and recording and releasing songs here over the next few weeks. All right. I'm not waiting on anybody. It's going to get done. And it will be in the vein of a songwriter's type of projects. You know, I'm a songwriter and producer, almost like on some Roy Ayers. You know, he didn't hardly say Roy Ayers featuring, you know, it was just Roy Ayers. He did his instrumentals and he had people sing on them. All right. Quincy Jones can't sing a lick, but he produced some hella fire records. And in my opinion, it's the greatest producer of all time. Okay. And we talking about all the way back in the jazz days, Frank Sinatra and up, all the way to Thriller and beyond. So he had the right voices. And it wasn't about, you know, later on he started the label and, you know, signed Albie Shua Tamia and a few other people. But the whole thing is that he got his music out there for people to like or dislike. To me, I like to think I'm sitting on a gold mine, okay? So I have tons and tons of songs that are just sitting here, unfinished, undone, and that's the end of that. I'm not waiting on anybody. I will do what I need to do to get these songs released. I'll just have some singers come sing, pay them. You know, you don't have to do anything else. I just need your voice, okay? But hey, that's why I am with it. So it's not to diss any singers or anything. It's just that I'm just tired of having unfinished work, okay? And that is pretty much the end of that. So I'm tired of missing opportunities. Hey, do you got some lyrics for that? How does it go? I play the beat and I start doing my little singing. They're like, yeah, that's straight. You know, how does it go? Can you finish? Send it to me. Send me the demo. I don't have the demos because the singer didn't show up. Okay, and again, that's the end of that. All my producers, beat makers, songwriters, do what you got to do to get your songs completed. Go ahead and release the music. You never know. Another artist might pick it up and hear it. They might want to remake it. And then they'll take it to another level, especially if they have a record deal that can put the money behind it to promote it. So that's all I want to say. Right now I'm saying, fuck it. And I'll be announcing that new single, officially my first single, under my name, next week sometime, next Friday. Whatever that date is. What is it, the 5th? June 5th or something like that? It's going to be my first single. I've been sitting on this song forever. All right? I finally got it finished. Right now I'm in the mixing process. Later on, after it comes out, and if it makes some traction, I'll show the behind the scenes videos of me actually mixing it and doing some work on it. All right? Thanks for watching. Go ahead and comment. Let me know if you worked with some singers before, some rappers, and you all started on some music and it never got done.